Hello, my name is Shyrell Johnson, and I am a marketing director here at Pinnacle Elite. It is my understanding that you have decided that you want to either add an extra stream of income to your lifestyle, or you're just interested in becoming a financial licensed professional here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you what it is like to be a licensed financial professional, the overview of our company, and see if it's a great fit for you. But before I get right into it, I just want to give you a little background of myself. So my name is Shyrell Johnson, like I said. I am a marketing director here in the business. I have been in this business for over 2 years now. Absolutely love it. So prior to doing this business, I actually was a general manager, and I was a general manager of a multi-billion-dollar industry. I did that for 8 years, absolutely loved it. That was until the pandemic started. So when the pandemic started, I actually realized like, hey, these companies don't really have our best interests at heart. They don't actually care for us as much as I thought they did. Because I was definitely a person who felt like the company loved me. You know, they gave me bonuses. They spoke really highly of me. They gave me awards. But it wasn't until the pandemic came along that they really showed their true colors. So during that time, I was also a single mom of two beautiful little boys. And at the time, they were 2 years old and 5 years old. So if you have a 2-year-old and 5-year-old, or if you've ever had a 2-year-old and 5-year-old, or if you've ever been around a 2-year-old and 5-year-old, then you can only imagine how that was. So during the pandemic, a lot of businesses decided to close their doors, shut down their hours, many things. And one of those businesses was my children's daycare. So I no longer had the ability to, get up and go, which was a necessity as a general manager. It was important for me to be on call. It was important for me to be available in the middle of the night. It was important for me to be available on the weekends, the evenings, whenever. If they needed me, it was very important for me to be there. But I could not actually do that anymore because I did not have a babysitter. So instead of the company, understanding what was going on with everyone, it wasn't just me. This wasn't, something that I was used to. The company knew me as a person who was always available, just was always there when they needed me. So whenever this time came, this was new to me. This was foreign to me, not being able to show up. So the company basically just, said, hey, if you can't find a babysitter during this time, we're going to have to cut your salary, and we're going to cut it in half. And for me, that didn't sit well with me. I have been with a company for over 8 years, and for 1 month, I could not find a babysitter. And basically they said, hey, listen, oh, well, we'll find somebody else to do it. Cool. So, as moms, we're going to find what it is that we need to do, and we're going to do it, right? So I was like, you know what? If they're going to cut my salary, then I'm just going to have to, let them do that. But I'm also going to have to find a way to supplement the half of salary that I am losing without missing out time with my kids. So that was a huge thing for me. Fast forward a little bit. I had just been, searching the web for something that it was that I wanted to do. I knew that I had an entrepreneur's mindset. I've always had an entrepreneur's mindset, but what was it that was actually going to supplement my income and not take time away from my kids? I didn't want inventory. I didn't want employees. I didn't want to actually handle products, like handle actual physical inventory. So what was it? And lo and behold, this business right here actually popped up to me. And it actually was another single mom who had brought this business to me. So I got licensed within 7 days. The standard is actually 14 days. But, whenever you are pressed to leave a job that is not for you, and it's just not for you, and it's not good for your mental health, it's not good for your physical health, then you do what you have to do. So at the time, I was still working 13 plus hours a week or a day. I was still, working Monday through Friday, Saturdays and Sundays, literally just working crazy hours, but I was dedicating 1 to 2 hours a night to study for my exam. Boom, got it done in 7 days. Boom, got my license. boom, made my first $1,000 in a month. And that is when I realized this is real. This is real. I can do this. Fast forward 5 months. 5 months later, I decided I'm quitting my job. And instead of, going to my employer and saying, hey, I found my babysitter like they expected me to do, instead I said, here's my 2-week notice. And I quit my job. And I have not turned back since. So May of 2021 is when I quit my job. And again, I have not looked back since. So we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to give a brief overview of the business and, what it takes and what it looks like. And then at the end of this video, you can message me and let me know if you want to do it. If you feel like this is a good fit for you, if you feel like you want to give it a shot, then you can let me know and we can get that started, okay? So like I said, I'm going to share my screen. Let me go ahead and share. All right. All right, so I'm just going to pull up the slide here. All right, so the company that I actually chose to be independently contracted with is WFG. So WFG stands for World Financial Group. Now, our sister company is Transamerica. It's that tall, pointy building that you see right there on your screen, located in San Francisco. They've been in business for over 100 years. So, most people know of Transamerica. You're probably familiar with Transamerica. That is our sister company. Right above that, you're going to see a building, Aegon. That is our parent company. And then right across from that, you're actually going to see the building that says World Financial Group. That is our headquarters. Our physical headquarters is located in Atlanta, Georgia. So it's an actual physical business. This isn't just some makeup business. This is an actual business. You can actually visit it. And then right up under that, you can see Pinnacle. So Pinnacle Elite, that is a division that we created within WFG. And we're actually the #1 division of WFG. So Pinnacle Elite, that is who we are. What makes us absolutely different from any other financial advisor that you might have met with, or any other company that you might have thought of working with, is that we are a non-captive agency. And basically what that means is that we are not captive to just one company, because I do not believe that just one company has the best products for all of their clients. I do not believe that. I believe that you have to really find something tailored to that client. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you're a non-captive agency. Or agent. So whenever you look on this screen, you can actually see a few of the companies that we work with. We actually work with over 75 companies. So we actually have thousands upon thousands of products, which I absolutely love. So Transamerica, Nationwide, Pacific Life, Prudential, Athene, Everest, Franklin Templeton, Allianz. These are some of the top rated companies that we all know about. I am able to work with. So if you decide to join this business as well, you will have the ability to work with all of these companies. So you will have the ability to work with all these companies and utilize their great products to help you really take care of the client. Now you're probably like, okay, I have all these companies to take care of the client, but what exactly am I doing to take care of the client? Well, here it is. We are licensed to do 401k and IRA rollovers, life insurance, long-term care, college plans, index universal life, fixed index annuities, executive bonus plans, legacy plannings, wills and living trusts, budgets, literally you name it, we are able to do. So these are all of the things that we are able to help our clients with. You will be licensed in your state and you will have to maintain compliance in your state, which we will help you do as well. We will help you get licensed and everything. We'll talk about that at the end of this Zoom here. But these are the things that you are licensed to do. So when you think about it, why choose the financial industry though? Why choose this business? Well, this is a very lucrative business. This is a business that we know is not going to just disappear one day. Everyone is in the market to take care of their finances, whether it be their current finances or their retirement or just leaving a legacy, whatever it is, we're here to help them with that, right? So the baby boomers, this was a generation of over 78 million people. They were born during World War II. Lots and lots of people were born during this time. So they were able to change a lot of industries over the years, from baby food to toys to fast food, cars, real estate, and now retirement. So with over 78 million people either retiring or approaching retirement, and then we also have Gen X and millennials, which is another 112 million people combined, really, looking to get their finances situated, then you can imagine that we are over 200,000 advisors short in this industry. So we are always looking for people who have integrity, because this is a very regulated industry, okay? So like I said, you have to maintain compliance, you have to pass a background check, you have to do your fingerprint, you have to basically be monitored during this time. So you have to maintain integrity. And then also you have to be able to follow a system, because the great thing about this is that we have already created the system for you guys. All you have to do is follow it. So that's all it takes to run this business, is to maintain integrity and to be able to follow a business, or to be able to follow a system. Some of the things that I absolutely love about this business. Now, as you can see, there's over 30 benefits over this business, but some of the things that I absolutely love, if I could pick out a few, would be number 8, no boss. As a millennial, I do not like to be micromanaged. So not having a boss really helps me stay motivated in this business, honestly. Not having someone trying to dictate how my day goes. I can choose how my day goes. This does not mean that you do not have someone helping you. We have resources. We have people who are on call waiting to help us, but they are not standing above us telling us what it is that we need to do for the day. So not having a boss is probably like top 5 for me. Number 17, no set schedule. This is definitely number 1 for me. Because like I said in the beginning of this call, I have young kids. When I started this business, they were 2 and 5. Now they are 4 and 7. And then I also have a beautiful daughter that I had in the last month. And she is almost 2 months old now. So I have 3 children who are school age, and then one who is not even a year old yet. So not having a set schedule is like huge for me. Not having to wake up at a certain time, report to a certain place, clock in at a certain time, clock out at a certain time. I don't have to worry about missing, the soccer games that my kids like to go to, or having to beg for time off to take vacations, or beg for time off to spend birthdays with my kids, beg for time off to go to doctor's appointments, or, this is if you have kids, all about the, hey, your child is sick, we need you to pick them up from school today. I don't have to look at my employer and say, hey, I know this just happened last week. I know that I just had to leave work to go pick up my kid, but the school just called and I have to do it again. I don't have to worry about that. I make my schedule. I pick and choose. If I want to take the month off, guess what? I can take the month off. So that is definitely number 1 for me. Number 20, no big upfront costs. That is huge when you're thinking about starting a business, because whenever you're thinking about starting a business, a lot of people like to, think about, how much is this going to cost me? How much is it going to cost me to start a business? Over here, you don't have any big upfront costs. So that was huge for me. Number 1, no employees. No employees. Number 2, no inventory. We don't have to worry about any inventory. Number 6, no cold calling. We don't have to worry about cold calling or doing anything like that. Number 21, we're paid twice a week. So we are paid every Tuesday and every Friday. That gives us room to really be able to be flexible with our finances. If you are paid 8 times a month, sometimes 9 times a month, it could be very challenging to stretch out, 2 paychecks a month in the employee world. Having to work 2 weeks and then, make a paycheck and then stretch that to the end of the month if you have something, important going on. Over here, you don't have to worry about that. Number 22, residual income, and number 26, passive income. Who does not want to make money in their sleep? I don't see any hands. Exactly. We all like to make money in our sleep. And then number 25 is that 1099 income. As a business owner, you know how important it is to have tax write-offs. So over here, you will have the ability to write off literally almost everything. Now, this is our compensation. We actually have world-class compensation, very competitive rates over here. So this says an associate, and I know looking into the business, you're not really, you don't really know what an associate or a senior marketing director, an SMD is. You don't know that stuff yet coming into the business. So let's break this down as part-time, full-time, referral basis. So let's say referral basis. So there's 3 different ways you could start this business: referral, part-time, full-time. So referral, let's focus on referral. So as a referral, this is for people who want to make extra income, but they don't really have the time to put into the business, or they just really don't want to. They just want to make extra income. So what they do is they get licensed, because you have to get licensed in every single one of these positions, no matter what, because again, remember how I said you have to maintain compliance with your state. So to legally make money, to legally get paid by a World Financial Group, you have to be licensed. So you have to get your license. Once you get your license, you're now just passing names and numbers to your trainer. And in your case, that would be I or whoever sent you this video. So you would be sending your clients, your referrals to your agent, to your trainer. So basically, just natural conversation, not anything that's a struggle. Just say you're out with a friend and somebody mentions something about life insurance, because we're adults. These are conversations that we should be having nowadays. So say somebody says something about life insurance and they mention that they don't have any, or they just lost it, or they only have some with their job. So you now have someone that could help them with that. So you would say, hey, I actually have somebody that can help you with that. Let me get your name and your number and let me pass that to them. So you would then pass that name and number to your trainer, and your trainer would do all the legwork. They would get on this Zoom with the client. They would get the application submitted. They would work with the company to get them approved. They would literally do everything. But because you sent them that name and number, they are now obligated to pay you 50% of the commissions. So at that position, you're looking at making anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000 of extra income a month, literally just passing name and numbers. Sounds great, right? Now, part-time, this is actually how I started. So this is a twin to whatever job that you're doing at the time. Again, you are licensed, but you have a little bit of time. You have a little bit of time to actually run a business on your, weekends or your days off or whatever. So you're taking care of maybe one to 4 clients a month. So at this point, you're looking at making anywhere between $5,000 to $7,000 of extra income a month. Sounds great, right? Now, let's say you wanted to start full-time, or you wanted to progress into full-time. Once you become full-time, you have now built a team. So now you are focusing on that residual and that passive income. So now you are building a team, you're getting licensed in multiple states, you're bringing on new agents in multiple states. Now you're looking at making anywhere between $10,000 to $25,000 of extra income a month. Sounds amazing, right? Now, this bottom box, I don't typically go into because it's really hard for people to grasp their minds around the fact that there are people in this industry that make what they make in a year and a month. There's people in this industry that make over $1 million a month. Sounds amazing, right? You can do that. That can be you, because there is no ceiling cap over here. There is absolutely no ceiling. So whatever you choose that you want to make, you put in the work, you will make it. Unlike at your job, you can't go up to your employer and say, hey, I want to make $1 million next month. Can you tell me what I need to do? Your employer is probably going to laugh at you. So that is why this business is absolutely amazing, because it puts you back in charge. You are in charge. You are in charge of your freedom. You are in charge of your finances. Amazing, right? So keep those 3 positions in your mind. We're going to ask you at the end of this video which one works best for you. So referral, part-time, or full-time. This is our world-class recognition. So we literally get recognized for everything. Not only do we make good money, but we also have fun doing so. We go on plenty of trips. We have Puerto Rico coming up. We have Jamaica coming up. We have Disney coming up. These are normally free trips. All you have to do is qualify. And you're probably like, oh man, how do I qualify? You qualify by building your business. So they give you an incentive, whether that be that you take on 10 clients this month. You take on 10 clients, guess what you did? You just added 10 clients to your business. Guess what else you did? You just got paid for 10 clients. Guess what else you did? You just qualified for this retreat. All wins for you. So that is another big perk of this business. This is our executive leadership council. As you can see, we have a ton of different people here. We literally don't discriminate. We also have, doctors and lawyers and janitors, managers, you name it, we have it. You can't see that from this picture, but everyone comes from a different background. Everyone on this screen makes over $1 million a month, or I'm sorry, over $1 million a year. Some of them make over $1 million a month, but everyone on this screen makes over $1 million a year. Wouldn't you want that to be you? I know I would. And this big picture right here is our leader, Eric Osen. You will see him a couple times on some of our Zooms that we have, like our separation Saturdays, and then also like our retreats that we go to, like I told you, like Disney, Puerto Rico, all those places. He's there most of the time. So this is our executive leadership. I would like to see your face up here next. Now we have reached the end of the Zoom, and I hope that I was able to, sell the dream to you, honestly. So where do you see yourself being? Do you see yourself, being that referral basis, making $2,000 to $5,000 a month? Do you see yourself going part-time, making $5,000 to $7,000 a month? Or do you see yourself full-time, jumping head first right into it, making $10,000 to $25,000 a month? Where do you see yourself? I'm going to stop sharing here. So like I said, I really hope that I have been able to get all the information that's needed to you guys. And of course, if you have any other questions, reach out to the person that sent you this video. But your homework now is to reach out to the person that sent you this video, okay? You're going to message that person and you're going to say, hey, I am ready to start part-time, or hey, I am ready to be a referral basis, or hey, I am ready to, I'm ready to go full-time. Whatever it is, let them know what it is that you want to do, okay? Now, once you do that, there is a few steps to getting started, and I'm going to break them down very briefly to you guys because every state is completely different, okay? And I'm going to do my best to write on this screen, but my handwriting is terrible when it comes to writing on this screen. So everyone has to do a background check. Background check. And that background check is $125 if you are not licensed. If you are licensed, then it's $165, okay? But if you are not licensed, which I'm sure most of you guys are not on this call, then it is $125. After you do your background check, you then want to do your pre-license exam. And your pre-license exam is going to cost you $29.99. This is a huge discount, just to let you know. This exam is actually over $300, but because you are getting your license with us, we want to give you guys a promotion on that. And it's going to be $29.99 to take your pre-license exam. This exam is going to get you prepared to take your state exam, okay? So you want to pay attention to this exam. Do not overthink it, okay? You do not want to overthink this exam. There is a lot of information on here. Just go with the flow, okay? You got it. Do not overthink it. This test is not hard, okay? At all. Not hard. Now, this is where I do not know, the different prices because every state is completely different. But the next step after that is you want to actually take your exam. And then after you take your exam, you are going to do a fingerprint if it is required in your state. Some states do not require fingerprints, but if it is required in your state, you're going to take your fingerprint. And then after you do your fingerprint, you are then going to actually pay for your license. And now you are ready to make money with us. Very simple steps, very easy steps. Now, guess what? We actually have a promotion going on because the goal is to get you licensed. You can do your background check, but if you don't get licensed, you cannot make money over here. So we have to get you licensed. Our standard is 14 days. Most people do it in 7, but if you need longer than 7, 14 days is max, okay? If you get licensed in 14 days, we are actually reimbursing you. So 14 days, we are reimbursing you up to $300 in fees. So this is all of this. Most states' fees do not even come close to $300, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. So basically, you are getting licensed and starting a 6+ figure business for free. Where can you do that at? And you're probably like, okay, that sounds great, but how do I get the information to actually, do this? We have a license coordinator who is going to help you every single step of the way. So once you submit your background check, our license coordinator is going to send you an email, and she's going to walk you through every single thing that you need to know for your state, including prices and everything, okay? So your goal is to get licensed within 7 to 14 days, 14 being max, okay? So like I said, your homework is to go to your trainer and let them know what it is that you want to do. If you want to start referral, if you want to start part-time or full-time. Again, I hope you guys have a pleasant day, and I hope to see you in this business, and I hope to see you on the executive leadership board. Bye.